Set 7 is finally here, Moonfangs and Cerulean Blaze. So let's go ahead and open this up. This is actually the last box from my case. I set this aside like I always do when I get cases to do an unboxing. And turns out this should have either a FFR or a secret, or maybe, even if I'm insanely lucky, a DSR, if possible. But should at least minimum have my last FFR. Unless I got super unlucky. Let's jump into it. So I've actually been really looking forward to this box a lot. I find set 7 to be a lot of fun, especially in combination with set 8, right? I think set 8 is another fun set, and it looks like set 9 might actually be a really good set. But it is a bit of an awkward set because of the fact that, we'll do this side first, that's the left side. The fact that, you know, I'm living in America, and everything is being subjected to tariffs and whatnot, which is really stupid, if I do say so myself, so it is making it kind of hard to enjoy some of these things. So first we got ourselves here Blasphemous Cults, which is actually pretty cool. We got a lot of interesting, I think they're all set orders for each nation in this set. This one's for Dark States. In your order zone, you just rest it, soul charge 1, but it is a grade 3, so you can't use it till grade 3. And if it was a trigger, you give a unit 5k power, so kind of balance things out. Here is the dreaded pigeon, or the crowing Mythich Ravenwarg, which is a card that is one in every box, and you can play 16 of these in a deck, but it is the most expensive common right now due to the sheer fact that you need probably 16 of these, and you know, they're going for like $5 each. Here's the I was gonna say Bermuda Triangle one. Here's the lyrical one, which is pretty good because it lets your mermaids boost, and you can soul blast and give them wow, we're getting all of them. You can soul blast and give a mermaid 5k. This one gets all your tokens that have 5k shield and intercept. Oh, that's a really good hit. That's great, so I don't have to buy 2 more of these. Here's the Megarovania here, which is the sound system order for Altisaria, which is a brand new deck in this set. But it's an FR, which is amazing, because this is going for like $20 currently. So this can't be played, and can only be put into your order zone by the ability of Altisaria. Then, when it is put into your order zone, your opponent, if your opponent's grade 3 or greater, choose one of your rear guards, their rear guards, and lock it. So, pretty good. Then we have here a Buff Saga card, which is actually pretty good. She's really pretty, and I think she's a decent budget option. We got Sirens in this set, as well as a brand new deck that I'm interested to try out, because I have tried my hardest to not look into this set too much ahead of time, and wanted to go into this somewhat fresh. Here's the Brankate one, which isn't as good. Use Soul Blast, Rust, your Vanguard against 5k. Then we got this bird here. We got the dog deck, right, which is great. I'm excited to try that out. That's for Sirens. This is a random card, and this is actually a Astroya card. So I think I should be getting my last Astroya, because you can kind of figure out what's in certain boxes, right? Especially if it's the last one, right? By process of elimination, you get certain number of cards in your box. And you can kind of figure out what's left in the last one, right? So that's why I'm assuming this will have my FFR or my big hit. But we'll see. Here's a new Buff Saga, grade 0. Here's a cute little mouth thing. Here's a new Shadow Army token that you can play in Orphis if you wanted to. These are 1 for box, I believe. We got ourselves a double rare here in the Stunning Wave Dragon. This is a grade 3 that says that when this is placed on rear from deck or hand, if you have a Vanguard with Aggro Siren in its name, it gets 5k. Then you can either, at the end of your, it gets 5k to the end of the turn, then you can either Counter Blast or Energy Blast to draw a card. Then when this attacks, if you have, you may have this unit get 5k, and if you do, retire it. Perfect. Ooh, double hit. Very nice. Here is the Houndriser Owie, who is the High Beast deck here. So all your High Beast in the back row get 5k power. Then you can Soul Blast 2, search your deck for 1 High Beast, call it to rear, shuffle. Also, You can CB1, choose one of your grade 1 or less in the back row center high beast, and it can attack from the back row. Also, it gets that at the end of the battle that it attacks, it can stand, but it cannot attack again, so you can use it to boost essentially. And if your opponent's grade 3 or greater, it can do drive checks as well. So, she does a lot. I feel like that's going to be a really, really good deck after another wave of support. But I have tested it out a little bit, but I'm looking forward to it. And I think this is the last one we were missing, which is the Dragon Empire one that says Soul Blast Rest. Choose one of your rear guards and it gets 5k. So that was probably the weakest one, unfortunately, as it is the case for Dragon Empire when it comes to their commons, I guess. Wow. Here is the Demonic Dragon Berserker Yokosho, who I will be using pretty soon for Triumph Driver. I'm kind of excited to build this. I've been messing around with all the quick start decks. So this says on place, on rear, if you have a Triumph Dragon, you can put another rear guard into Soul to draw 1 and energy charge 1. So this very easily lets you actually get your Ulcergeist. I'm sorry, your Triumph Dragon. I've been playing Ulcergeist specifically. So it very easily allows you to get this into Soul. Then it says, when any player's unit is retired or stood by the ability of your Vanguard or Triumph Dragon, so it actually allows for the promo boss unit Triumph Dragon. You can actually play this with it as well, but whenever that happens, your Soul Blast give 5k to the front row, so pretty decent. Wow. And we got another double hit here. Here's Hound Riser Mishido. So this says on place on rear, if you have a Vanguard with Hound Riser, CB1, look at the top 7, call a grade 1 or less high beast from among them, call it to rear and shuffle your deck, and if not, you counter charge, so you refund the cost. Then when this unit attacks while boosted by a high beast, you may soul charge 1. And if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater and you have 2 or more back row high beasts, this gets plus 10k. It's a nice card for the deck because it allows you to search, not even specifically search, call out a body, right, but search, I guess. And also she gets pretty nice power, right? Got ourselves a bunch of not so great commons. Like, there's a lot of interesting stuff in this set. The commons, unfortunately, are not super great. Everything else is pretty cool. Like, this Astrum card is actually pretty cool. Salvage 7 IV, because basically Astrum has to play an order that's CB1 each time. This makes the cost free, which is pretty cool. Wow. Yeah, I was expecting another copy of this. So this is Overwhelming Fan Servers Whammy. So this is actually Marlene support here. So this says that when your other unit is placed on rear by the ability of your Vanguard during the battle phase, you can put this to Soul, choose one of your Vanguards that gets 5k. So you can actually use this effect in any other deck if you wanted to put something to Soul and get 5k. But then if you have a grade 3 or greater Marlene, you can CB1, draw 1, choose a grade 3 or less from your hand and call it to rear. So, pretty decent. Marlene's the one that I haven't been able to like figure out a list that I completely vibe with entirely, but I feel like it's one of the better after this wave of support. Right? We got a new strategy here for Vanguard, which is pretty cool. This is Obliteration Strategy Resilience. So when this goes into Soul, you can choose one of the following. Either at the end of the battle that your Vanguard attacks, if it was the first battle of the turn and it did not hit, you search your deck for up to 1 grade 3 or greater with Vanguard, reveal it, put to your hand. So if you whiff, you can get Persona or Richter. Or if you already have Richter, when your Vanguard would be rode upon, the riding unit that is placed, it's all the trigger effects of your Vanguard for this turn and all the abilities of your Vanguard that got by these strategy cards. So that's really good, right? Because one of the things is that you can basically draw a little bit of cards, go into Vanguard, use this effect to like maybe retire, and then go into Richter, and then Richter copies the auto ability, so you can then put another strategy, but you lose the effect of the first strategy you put with the original Vanguard. This says that you actually keep the effects that Richter has when you go back into it, or if you do it the other way around, right? So this is pretty good, and you get the trigger effect, so you get to keep the crit, not the power. Here's an elemental here. Here is the new ride line grade 2 for About Saga. Here's a little dragon for a Triumph Dragon. And ooh, right, I forgot about this thing. Here is the Sealed Blaze Dragon Yugmashad here. I've only gotten 4 of these, so my FFR might be actually this. So this is a triple rare that says on place from hand, on rear, obviously. If you have a Vanguard with Sealed Blaze, you can EB3, discard an arm from your hand to draw 2, and if your opponent's grade 3 or greater, this gets 5k. Then it can actually restand whenever Bob Saga attacks if your opponent's grade 3 or greater. So Really good card for Bob Cyber. She gets 5 attacks, and she can power them up because she gives a bunch of power everywhere. We have new Calamity cards, but now they're like healed or whatever. Here's a new Vessel Rug, which I just got 4 copies of, so I'm hoping that my last one is that. We'll see. Here's a new Seraph Seed, the new Griffle Seed that has the ability to actually get you the generator and also energy charge. Our energy card is going to actually be Gooey. Expecting it to be Susan because I didn't get a lot of those. Here is this. Oh yes, I needed another one of these because I barely have any copies of this. This is the 7 Hues Bridge Lucille. So every nation, all 6 of them, they got triple rare cyclers that when you discard them or when you play them, if your unit or in your ride deck, they have the grade 3 has a Persona ride. Ironically, technically you can't because Gunram has Persona ride icon, but you technically can't use it with Gunram because he's errata to not have it. But you Soul Blast one, you get a Persona ticket, which we should see because there's 2 of them in a box. You add it to your hand, and when it attacks a grade 3 or greater, gets 5k. So these are just really good. You can discard and just generate a Persona ticket, which is just a 10k blitz order essentially, and it can go up to, I think, up to 20 if your opponent's playing a stride deck. So pretty good. I do say so myself. Wow. Yes. Got another yellow OT. Selecting. I've gotten 2 of each OT. So this was the one that I was missing, which kind of sucks in terms of reprintability. That entire case only gets you 2 of these, but yeah. Here they also reprinted the PGs, and here's the Megalovania that I already got in FR. Very excited about that. We also have 1 more FR that we can get, as well as an SR. Here's the missing one. Here's the Keter Sanctuary set order. They all rested essentially. This one does not. This one's kind of weird. It says when your unit attacks, you can put this card into drop. Choose the unit. When unit is attacked, and then you can put this to drop. Give that unit 10k power. So pretty interesting. But I can't think of anything to actually make use of that. This grade 1 is pretty good because whenever everything in the same column gets 5k. Usually when they do that, they're like 5k base or something, but she's 8k base, so it's pretty good. Here's the other Calamity card, and then we got our FR for the box. So either I low rolled and I only got 3 FRs, or this box will somehow have an FR and a FFR, or like an FR, 2 FRs and an FFR, which I don't think is possible. So either I low rolled and I got 3, or I'm guaranteed a C, but we'll see. So this is Dancing Princess of the Elegant Flames we saw earlier, but she looks really pretty. Here's PG, and here's the other sound system. They shout in Shadow, which just gives you a Shadow Army token, which can be either the original one that Orpheus has, or it can be the new one with the butterflies, right? Whichever one you'd like. The original one originally said that it was only for Brandgate, but they got errata to be used in any nation. Here's that. And here is, yes, I think these are also 2 per box, which is great. This is the Rainbow Cycler. But this one is for Dark States, so me, a Dark States player, very excited to see that, obviously, right? It also looks really pretty. Here is some more, not really noteworthy comments, unfortunately. They did reprint the Dragon Tree marker. These are also 1 per box, and these are like, the healed version or whatever. They look kind of nice. Wow. Here's a double rare, unfortunately. The Heroic Deeds Draco Kid. So this is the double rare. This is a grade 1 for Vicerug, and it's the 15k booster. So this says whenever there's boost, if you have Vicerug, it's 5k, and then if it boosts him specifically, it gets 2k. And then you can Soul Blast, put a Mythicist on the bottom of your deck to energy charge 3. So kind of not so useful right now, especially because of the way the deck works. It's a very weird card. Here's some more Iroh Sirens. Here's the crit. They also reprinted every single one of the effect crits and effect draws. Not the effect front, neither the shield or the soul ones. But there is a new soul one for Lyrical that's in this set. You can check out the video for that I did on that if you want to know what to play that in. But here's the Persona ticket, or the Persona shield, however you want to call it. So this just says you can use this as a blitz order. It's grade 0. If you're being attacked, you give 10k, and then you can play 2 blitz orders that turn. Not an additional blitz order, just 2 specifically. So you can play this and then 1 more blitz order. If you play this twice, you're out of blitz orders for the turn, right? It doesn't stack. Then it says if your opponent's crest has something that's not an edge generator, this gets another 5k. So sorry, I said 15k. Sorry, 20k for stride decks, but it's 15k. So if they have a crest like the stride deck crest, you get an extra 5k. So it's 15k. So it's really good against stride decks because you can use this in the early game for some decks that rush you also, and it's 15k shield. And also you can generate these really easily. But also it also says if you were to discard this for either riding or for choosing a card from your hand, this cannot be chosen. I think it says only during your turn, so I think you can discard this for the PG if you wanted to, but you can't do it for like for ride or for like effect. Here is the PG that got reprinted, and here is a Cerulean, someday I'll say his name right, card. It's looking like I either low rolled or I just got it wrong. Maybe the thing that I'm talking about is in another box and I just forgot about it. Here's the Moongate for Restorug. Here's some random Final Rush Bruce support. Like I know he had some circus related stuff, but I felt like that was just by the nature of it being the nation system, but I feel like they didn't really need to continue that up, right? They could have just kept with it being in theme. I think this guy looks crazy cool. That's part of the reason why I want to play the deck, is because of that guy, which makes no sense because it's a ride deck. But yeah, like I said, it's 2 per box. There's the other one. And we got ourselves here a triple rare acquired Pantherade. So this is a grade 2 for Levy Dress. So when this is placed on rare with Infinity's Eyes markers, this gets 5k to a turn, and then if your Infinity's Eyes marker is on your other rear guard in the same column, choose one of your other rear guards and negate 5k. They get 5k, so you can power up your squirrel even more. Then it says at the end of the battle, this attacks. You can retire this. Look at the top 7. Choose up to 1 grade 3 or greater Levy Dress from among them. Reveal it, put it to your hand, shuffle your deck. So gives you the ability to search out specifically the old Levy Dress, so you can use it with the Imperial. So pretty good. I'm expecting the Mythiach Genmaju Wolf, because I think I need 1 more of those, because I feel like I only hold like 3 or 4. But here's the grade 3 Blessing. Here is a common. Again, none of these are worth much, but here is thank God, because this thing is like $30 right now. Here's Keeper of the Moon Gate Vesserug as our SR. Very good, very good. Love to see that. So this is a grade 3. It says on Vanguard, once per turn, Soul Blast, choose a Moon Gate from your order zone and choose the original act ability. You can activate it again without paying the cost. The original act ability is that you, I think, rest at EB3, look at top 7, choose 1 and call it, 1 Mythiarch. And if you're on Vesserug, you can choose 3 cards, call 1, put 2 into your order zone. Then it says that when this attacks, you can CB1, choose up to 2 units with Mythiach, I don't know how to really say that. So I just call it like the Japanese way, which is Genmaju, which is a lot easier for me to say. In their card name from your order zone, call them each to rear in the same column, and all your front row units get 5k to the end of the turn. Then finally, when your unit with Mythiach in its card name is put on guard in a circle, you can put a card with Mythiach from its within its card name from your drop to the bottom of the deck to give that unit 5k shield. So very nice to get that. And then we got ourselves here the thing. The PG for Lyrical. So yeah, I think I low rolled, unfortunately. I did not get neither a sneak nor did I get an four FFRs. Usually it's 4 FFRs. I only got 3. I got the stupid Raziel grade 1. The replacement for Saracon, essentially. I got the Colossus for Odium, and then I got the Rainbow Cycler for Dragon Empire, which, you know, most of those are pretty good gets, aside from the Raziel one. The second 2 are good gets, but yeah, it is what it is. Here's a draw trigger, grade 1. Here's the ride line for Artisadia, and our last card is just going to be this Bruce card. So I guess I also low rolled on the Wolves and only got 4 of them, which is insane. Here is the Diabolos Defensive Liner Gridey. When your unit stood by the ability of your Vanguard with Diabolos in its card name, choose one of your Vanguards, it gets 5k. Then in Final Rush, this gets Intercept and can intercept from the back row, and in Fido Burst, it gets 5k shield. So, kind of whatever. Overall, pretty decent box. And all the boxes feel really good because, like I said, you get 2 tickets. Those are always nice to have. You get, I feel like almost one of each PG or something like that, which is good as well. You get 2 of the effect triggers. Sorry, you can't even see what I'm talking about. Sorry. Yeah, you get 2 of the effect triggers, 2 tickets. You get 1 marker, which I think I have over here. You get 1 marker, which is good. I don't know if the energy card is 1 per box, but you get, I feel like 2 rainbow cyclers each box, guaranteed almost. And I don't know if the OT is also guaranteed. So there's a lot of fixed pull rates, which makes it feel pretty good. But all I'm, I guess, really happy about is that while I did not get I only got 3 FRs, which is a bit unfortunate. I did at least get the Keeper of the Moongate Vesrug in SR, and I really actually like this deck a lot, and I have a problem with how much I'm starting to like this deck, even though I haven't even played it and it's not very good. But that's kind of what I do. I'm known for playing bad decks. In any case, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope your pull rates or your pulls are better than mine. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Play Vanguard and have yourselves a damn good one.